You know, now it's almost like when people are around us, they think we're crazy. You know, because we have so many like inside jokes. If something happens, it triggers something out, and people are just like, "What is wrong with you guys?" And it's like we don't know. We're always on the same page. And like I said, and then to be able to do it on the court, it makes these moments so much better. Just been really lucky to do that.
So the 20-year-olds are still there.
I'm definitely still 20. She's
older?
She's older. She's probably like 25, 30.
Yeah.
She's a little bit more serious than I am.
When you guys were on the court together, just talk about how that, you just know,
since
right?
day one, there was just this understanding of trusting each other. Literally, since the first day we hit the court at UConn, I always had 100% trust in her, and she has 100% trust in me, and whatever we need to get done to try to win the game. And I think when you have that understanding of being unselfish because you want to win, it brings out the best in both of you. And she's definitely brought out the best in me.
What's your best memory with her?
Oh man, I could say any of the basketball accomplishments, but it's those random dinners where we sit down and we can talk for hours and hours about all the things, all the memories, the future, those are the things I miss the most about, not being in Russia with her, not being at UConn. So those are the best days. Those are the best nights.
Sue said her first memory of you was that you were taking your recruiting visit, and all they knew about you was that you were a big recruit and they couldn't screw it up. What do you remember about that trip?
Oh, well, I remember the first thing was my mom said, "Man, it's really dark here in Connecticut because there's no street lights." I'm like, "Mom, it's 8 o'clock at night, it's dark." And then the second thing my mom said was, "Man, there's no traffic here in Connecticut. What's wrong with this place?" So that started off on the good foot. I remember the first time I saw Sue, it was a Friday night. My sister came, that was my freshman year. Sue was actually my kind of pseudo-host. Stacey Hansmeyer was my host, which is a great UConn legend. When I saw Sue, I saw a very honest person. That was my first initial thing, like, no BS. Sue is who Sue is, and I really, really, really loved that from her from the very beginning.
You've probably been asked this already, but just the opportunity to come back so many years later.
It's great. It's great. Literally, no problem. Every time I land at the airport, I feel like a little kid. I feel like a freshman. All these memories start coming back of all the great times we had here. And like I said, tonight we'll go to dinner with Coach Auriemma, Miss Auriemma, all the kids, Shay, CD. It's like a family reunion when we get a chance to do it. It's like a bunch of uncles and aunts you haven't seen in a long time. It's really special what Coach has done here.
When you got off at the airport this time, what was the memory kind of going through your head?
Oh, it's great because, you got all the security people that have been there for like 40 years. It's like, Taurasi, it's like, man, they still remember me. It's nice. It just feels good being back in Connecticut.
You mentioned what Gina's been able to build here, and just to see that legacy after you've played.
It's amazing what he's done. When you're in it as a player, you really don't realize it. But when you're removed 16 years later, and he's still getting these young women to compete and to push themselves, it's just impressive what he's been able to do. To be able to do it for this long and still have the same energy and the same passion for every team he's coached. He's really a pillar of excellence.
Now, getting to play with Stewie and Katie Lou, who are a little younger, what do you see them kind of bring from the current years of UConn?
Oh, I mean, they're the new school, Sue, Tina, and I, we're kind of the old bats out there. And Stewie and Katie Lou, you just see so much potential in them, and they have their whole careers to play still, and it's exciting that they got the best education of basketball, and now they get to use it.
What's it like watching Stewie kind of grit through and get back to where she is now?
Man, she's just such a hard worker. And as fans, sometimes all you see is the finished product, the games. But to come back from that injury, I got to spend some time with Stewie a couple of weeks ago up in Portland at Nike campus, and just to see her work and get back on the court after a devastating injury like that. It's not surprising because we all know Stu, but it still is a credit to her hard work and her dedication to the game.
What about the look on those girls' faces from the University of Hartford when you told them you watched their games?
Oh, UHart. I told them ESPN3. I'm always watching UHart games. They're a little bit early on the West Coast, but I still tune in. And, obviously Morgan is family and supporting her all the way. It's been a little bit of a rough start, but, all you need is a bounce here and some luck there, and things can turn around. And these kids, they have the right attitude. I asked one of them, has it been frustrating? And she goes, yeah, but we just have to be patient. And I was like, wow, that was a great answer. You just got to be patient.
Would that have been your answer?
Oh, no, I would have been a freaking wreck. No, that wouldn't have been my answer, but I like her answer. I might actually steal her answer, even now, being 37. Just got to be patient.
Kobe was talking about you this week.
Yeah.
Because his daughter's so into it now.
Right.
I think he's into women's hoops a little bit more. But he said you could play in the NBA. What do you?
I mean, I'll take that money any day. If they need a corner three guy, I'm there. I mean, if Danny Green can do it, I can do it, I guess.
Fair enough.
Talking about money. No, but what are your thoughts on the new deal?
Yeah, I think the CBA, we made great strides in a lot of areas. Obviously, the salary was one of the big things that we've been fighting for, and I think to have that, guaranteed money is huge, and it gives teams flexibility, and it gives players, an option to go explore other avenues of income. And I think the league is making a huge push into making sure we stay here in the U.S. and we'll see how that all works out.
The big thing that stood out to me was the women's specific thinking.
It's huge.
Putting you guys first.
It's huge. And as a women's league, you would have thought those things would have been embedded years ago, but it's still a work in progress. I think from the inside looking out, it's just the beginning of some of the things that I think we need to push forward in, and I think we did a pretty good job in that.
Do you remember the last time you played at the XL Center?
XL Center must have been senior year against Penn State. And we were going into the Final Four. That was the game to get to the Final Four. We were the 2 seed. We were the 2 seed. Penn State was the 1 seed, and Penn State was pissed that they were the 1 seed playing in the XL Center. Too bad for them.
Stewie said that when you see a UConn player out and about and playing, there's just a different look to them. Do you kind of see that?
Absolutely, and I think if you ask anyone in the WNBA, when you're playing against a Husky, there's just this work ethic, this edge, this style of play, a way of being every single day that I think is just, you're kind of taught that every single day you're on campus by coach. So I think there is a difference.
Are you guys hoping to get all 5 of you out on the court at one time?
I think so. I think that would be the goal. That would be a cool moment to have 10 Huskies on the court at once.
With the Tennessee rivalry,
Yeah.
that was brought back. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I still hate Tennessee. And it was really nice to see that being rekindled. So many great basketball memories between two of the most historic schools ever. And it was really nice to see it start again. And, like anything, it's been dormant for so long. So now the storylines need to start again. And, whether that's with the players, with the coaches, with the fans, it's going to rev up the more they play.
What's your favorite UConn memory that you have?
Oh, my favorite UConn moment. Just being with my girls on campus. There was always this moment that I loved where practice would end, we would eat, and then we would all leave the gym together, and it would just be the 10 of us walking through campus. And practice is over, now we get to relax. Those are by far the moments that I miss right now.
Do you feel like, getting to play against college kids who are still in that, does it make you more nostalgic for those kind of memories?
Well, it makes you happy you're not in college anymore, for one. It makes you feel, and it makes you think, these kids have so much to go through, and they're going to be better for it.
You said you're happy you're not in college. What do you not miss about it?
Oh, I don't miss 3-hour practices. I don't miss study hall. I don't miss breakfast club in the morning because I was terrible at the mile. I don't miss Coach Auriemma just killing me every single day. I don't miss CD telling me to tuck my jersey in every day. I don't miss going to class. I don't miss 8 a.m. workouts. I don't miss Hootie making me throw up during the summers. But I miss it. I miss it.
So before you said you're not playing in Serbia, or?
No, I'm not even traveling yet.
Okay, but is this going to be your last Olympics?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, 37. I'll be 38. Hopefully going into Japan. Knock on wood. It's been a good run. I'm happy.
How much do you still get to follow the program? You said you watch every one of Ashley's
Morgan's
games.
Oh, huge. Any chance, I'm available and they're on TV or they're on the app, I watch as many games as possible. There's still a kinship and a connection to that that'll always be there. It's just a part of you.
What's different about the program now than when you played there?
Obviously there's been changes coaching staff wise. Obviously the players always change, but there's certain things that are fundamentally always there. And I think that stability is why they've been able to, be consistently great every year. Because there's that foundation that no matter who's coaching, who's playing, it's there.